ओम शांति। यह बाबा की सेवा के लिए नया चैनल चालू किया है। इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें। ओम शांति।
Om Shanti. Morning Murli. 8th February. Sweet letter of Bap Dada for sweet children. Essence. Sweet children. Only the Father receives limitless praise. No one else can receive the same praise as the Father. Sweet children, only the Father receives limitless praise. No one else can receive the same praise as the Father. Question. Why should you children have a lot of regard for this study? Why should you children have a lot of regard for this study? Because throughout the whole cycle, the Father only comes once from the Supreme Abode to teach you. People of Bharat go abroad to study, and that is not a big thing. Whereas the teacher comes here from so far away. Therefore, you children should have a lot of regard for the study. Even if there is a little difficulty, it does not matter. You should have a school in every street. How else would so many children study? Everyone definitely has to receive Baba's introduction. Everyone definitely has to receive Baba's introduction. Om Shanti. Sweet children, ask who this is? Who this is? This one is not a Sikh, sannyasi, or human being. This one is someone else. You can instantly recognize human beings. You mention the name of the person. That one is such and such a sannyasi or such and such a Mahatma. Only the children know this. Only the children know this. A soul is called a child. It is the soul, not the body, who knows everything. The soul says, this one is so and so. It knows through the organs. It knows through the organs. If there were no soul, these eyes would not function. It is the soul who knows everything. You children are now being made soul conscious. The soul says, I perform this task through these physical organs. In fact, souls are called male, not female. They are male because we are all brothers. They are male because we are all brothers. You are now listening to new things. Who has come? Who has come? He does not have a human form. You know the unlimited Father is Shiv Baba, and that he explains through this one. It is not that this one is such and such a sannyasi and that his soul is speaking. No, human beings pay a lot of attention to names and form. But your intellects understand that he is your unlimited Father. He is giving us his inheritance through this body. He is teaching us Raj Yoga. That one is the Father of all, the purifier of all, not just of human being, but even of the 5 elements. The highest on high Father grants salvation to everyone. If there is anyone worthy of praise in the world, it is the one Father and none other. Not even Brahma, Vishnu or Shankar can be praised. What would people do by celebrating their birthdays? What would people do by celebrating their birthdays? Where is Vishnu? The combined form of Lakshmi and Narayan. Lakshmi and Narayan, having taken rebirth, are now in their final births. Shiv Baba is now making them worthy. Shiv Baba is now making them worthy. He alone is the bestower of salvation for all. Praise only belongs to the One. Praise only belongs to the One. Look what the Word has become without that purifier. Look what the Word has become without that purifier. Ask the devotees of Krishna where Radhe and Krishna are, and they would say that they are omnipresent. Worshippers of Radhe would say that they are see Radhe everywhere, and worshippers of Hanuman would say that they only see Hanuman everywhere. But no, the Father would not praise himself. He shows in his part that there cannot be praise of anyone else. Lakshmi and Narayan are the ones who rule. In their childhood, they are Radhe and Krishna. That is their reward. So, how would you praise them? That is their reward. So, how would you praise them? There is no praise of Brahma or Vishnu either. Praise is only of the One. He is called the purifier. You children now know who Vishnu is. Why has Vishnu been shown with the discus of self-realization in the subtle region? Human beings cannot have so many arms. 4 armed images have been shown in the subtle region to depict the family path. The father says, sweet children, you now know how you take 84 births. How you take 84 births. At that time, your households were pure. People go to the temples and sing, full of all virtues, etc. You are the mother and father. That praise then becomes wrong. That praise then becomes wrong. That praise is only of the One, not of the deities. All praise belongs to the just, the One. He is the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. People speak of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Teacher, and the Supreme Satguru, the Immortal One. They remember him. He is the immortal image. Shiv Baba has been shown on a bull. Shiv Baba has been shown on a bull. People have then shown the immortal throne. No one knows who Shiv Baba is. Whatever they place in the temples, they are just symbols of him. He is the ocean of knowledge, the purifier. He needs a human body. He needs a human body. You children know this Brahma is his throne. What praise is there of the founders of religions? They simply come and establish their religions. They don't grant liberation in life. People want to attain eternal liberation and not come down again. Those founders of religions become instruments to bring down those who belong to their religion. They have to come and establish their own religions. Their part in the drama are such. Every soul who comes has to take rebirth. Every soul who comes has to take rebirth. The Father carries out this establishment. He is the purifier of all. No one else makes you pure. They come to play their own parts. So you have to go through the stages of Sato, Rajo and Tamo. They establish their own religions. They established their own religions, that's all. They gave teachings and then the scriptures were created from those. Someone who establishes a religion definitely has to sustain it. None of them can return home. All are here in this impure world with different names and forms. So look at the number 1 Lakshmi and Narayan. They too are here now. They too are here now. Brahmans are created through Brahma, the father of people. They will then become Radhe and Krishna. No one can become pure until Shiv Baba comes. The greatness is of one Father. There is the praise of Him, salutations to Shiva. You are the mother and father. Everyone remembers Him. Everyone remembers Him. The maximum praise is of that Father. People call out God the Father. They call out to the Father. This play is eternally predestined. When the word becomes old, the Father comes here. When the word becomes old, the Father comes here. He gives you the knowledge of the three words, the incorporeal word, the subtle region, and the corporeal word. You only receive knowledge once. You only receive knowledge once. He is called the ocean of knowledge. But the sun, moon, and star, etc., are the light that give light to the unlimited stage. The night and day, they are the lights of the stage. You cannot say solutions to the sun denies deity. No, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar are deities. When souls come down from the incorporeal world, they enter worms directly. They don't come through the subtle region. In the golden age, they go directly into the place of a womb. There are no sinful actions there. Here they commit sin and so they cry out in distress. Dharamraj, let me out. Dharamraj, let me out. I will not commit any sin again. However, as soon as they come out, they begin to commit sin. Whatever promises they have made, they forget them. This too is fixed in the drama. This too is fixed in the drama. Ravan is the greatest enemy of Bharat. The kingdom of Ravan begins with the copper age. The deities go on to the path of sin in the copper age. Their temples are created. Look at the temples built to them at Jagannath Puri. Inside, they have a dark image of Krishna, and outside, they have dirty images of the deities. There should not be such images in temple. You are making effort to become elevated by following Shrimat. Lakshmi and Narayan are elevated at the beginning of the golden age. How did they attain their elevated status? How did? You are now once again studying. The Father says, I come at the confluence of every cycle. I will continue to come. I will once again teach Raj Yoga to you children. You will then have to go through the stages of Sato, Rajo and Tamo. You who come at the beginning have to experience 84 births. Not everyone experiences 84 births. There are not 84 million births. Whatever people hear from others, they say it is true. If there were 8.4 million births, the duration of cycle would be very long. The Father says there are only 84 births and they are only for deities. They are only for deities. Acha, how many births would those of Islam, the Buddhists and Christians take? How many births? There are accounts for them. So many come here. There are the branches, etc. You now know the beginning, the middle, and end of the word. Bharat was the number one master of the word. There were no other religions. Now the leg of the deity religion does not exist. It does not even have a scripture. That scripture, the Gita, will be created again, but don't think it will be the true Gita that you create. No, it will be the same false Gita that emerges. You need everything for the path of devotion. Baba explains to you children through Brahma. It is truly through Brahma that you can attain God. It is truly through Brahma you can attain God. Baba says all of that is the path of devotion. You can only attain me when I come here in Bharat. Bharat is an imperishable land. Bharat was so wealthy. The Somnath temple is so hug. All of that was looted. Birla has a lot of wealth and he built such hug temples. The father explains so clearly. No one else can explain this. It is only when the Father, the ocean of knowledge, explains to you children that you understand who is teaching you. Who is teaching you? That one is not a sannyasi. His name is Shiva and all souls are his children. The names of their bodies continue to change, whereas that one's name is always the same. Whereas that one's name is always the same, he says, I don't have any other name. You go into birth and rebirth, you become body conscious. Baba says, I never become body conscious. The Father is forever soul conscious because he never takes rebirth. People celebrate the night of Shiva, but they are unable to understand the meaning of the night. They have made so many mistakes. It is now the night and it is to become the day. It is now the end of the cycle. It is now the night. The golden and silver ages are the day and the copper and iron ages are the night. I have to come at the confluence age. This is the unlimited night and day. God speaks. This is the main time. This is the main time. However, you cannot say there is a time for Shiv Baba. You cannot tell when he comes. So this is the unlimited day and night. It is called the confluence of the cycles. If you have to celebrate a birthday, it should be only the one. It should be only the one. Shiv Baba comes and then leaves. He neither takes rebirth nor dies. You would simply say that Baba has departed. Baba has departed. This is a play. The Father sits here and explains everything. People sing. While walking along the path, the Brahman became trapped. Brahman became trapped. This Baba did not know anything, and then Shiv Baba suddenly entered him. He did not know in advance, but he gradually found out that this is Baba's work. The flames of destructions have to emerge from this sacrificial fire of knowledge. Unlimited materials have to be sacrificed into the unlimited sacrificial fire. This is the sacrificial fire of the unlimited Father. After this, there will be no other sacrificial fire because the path of devotion will have ended. Because the path of devotion will have ended, you should have this knowledge in your intellects. You have to come here to study. There will be a little difficulty. People go from Bharat to London or America to study. What is that? The Father says, I come from the supreme abode at the confluence of the two cycles in order to teach you. In order to teach you, therefore, children, you should have so much regard for this study. As you progress further, this school will be created in every street. How else would everyone study? How else would everyone study? Everyone has to receive Baba's introduction. Everyone will come to know the Father. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and we spiritual children says Namaste, good morning to our sweetest spiritual father. Essence for dharana: first, constantly make effort to become elevated by following Shrimat. You must not make excuses for not studying. You must definitely study. You must definitely study. Second, just as there was the pure household path in the beginning, you have to create it once again. The greatness of the one Father is alone. Only His praise must be sung. Only His praise must be sung. Today's blessing, feel Baba's hand on your head and take blessing. May you become an image of experience by using every treasure for yourself and everyone else. May you become an image of experience by using everyone treasure for yourself and everyone else. Imbibe the power to accommodate and become full of all treasures and use them for yourself and for serving others. By using the treasures, you will continue to become an image of experience. By listening to accommodating and using them in the task at the appropriate time in this way, you can become an authority of experience. You can become an authority of experience just as you enjoy listening to them and you feel each point to be very powerful. In the same way, become powerful and victorious by using them, and you will then be called an image of experience. Slogan: a virtuous person is one who garlands with a garland of virtues anyone who defames him. A virtuous person is one who garlands with the garlands of virtues anyone who defames him. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba.